What is weirder than a Disney adult? Nothing. And that's why we're going to be talking about the whole Peter Pan stalker situation. If you guys didn't know, there has been a Peter Pan TikTok stalker. I honestly have refrained from watching too much about this because we're going to watch this live here on stream. And if you're watching it on YouTube, VODs, thank you so much for tuning in. It's crazy because there's like ongoing updates still. It seems like everybody's made like 2 videos on this. TikTok Peter Pan's girl situation is unhinged.
So recently, a girl on TikTok has gone completely viral for her 10-year Disney obsession, but in particular, her irrational and frankly disturbing affection for Peter Pan. And by proxy, anybody on the planet who dresses like him, namely actual Disneyland workers over the last couple of years.
Wait, so like she's into multiple Peter Pans? She's just into the cosplay of Peter Pan? That's such a weird fetish. Imagine her dating app profile. Only looking for Peter. All right, so her profile is magic key holder, galactic hero ×5, crochet artist. She has actually a pretty decent following. I mean, hell, she's got more followers than me. She's got 77,000.
Known as Baby Tony 99. I don't know if that means they were
if you're dressed like a pan, she wants to slam.
born in 1999? Or maybe they're 99 years old, but just like Peter Pan, they don't actually age. And as you can see, just like from her latest videos, over half of these star Peter Pan. There is just a crazy amount of Peter Pan stuff here, but it's all...
Dude, Disney adults creep me out, man. Like I've seen some normal Disney adults out there, but I've met some like really wonky ones, man.
Disney. Like, the 5% of it that isn't Peter Pan related is still Disney stuff. We'll play our most popular video, which is this one here.
What? Whoa! Where did you get this?
I made it.
I'm sorry. This is hilarious. I can't imagine, because if you guys haven't been to Disney World, Disneyland, or any of those type of places, they, have to stay in character all the time until they're off the clock. And Peter Pan has got to be one of the weirdest ones to have an obsession with, because he's literally a grown adult trying to be a kid. So that's weird, man. That's so funny. All right, anyways, let's watch this.
What? Whoa! Where did you get this?
I made it.
No, you didn't.
I made it.
This is really nice.
Thanks.
What am I supposed to do with it?
I wanted to take a picture of you with it.
Oh, okay.
I love that. It's like there's like little symbols of him just not doing it.
Oh, you guys look just like each other. If you were a duck.
Hey!
That was the
that was a
fakest
duck?
yay.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
Amazing. So would your duck quack or would it crow?
Oh, it would definitely crow. It's not as good as me, though.
No.
What?
So
Why are
then-
you looking at me like that?
I'll take
No, it's for me, though. Didn't you give it to me?
I want to take a picture of you with it.
Oh, but it's not me. It's not for me, though.
Do you want one?
You know what? I was so ready to go into this video with a negative outlook and talk about how horrible it was and the stalking and everything along those lines, but so far, obviously there's more that we're going to talk about, but so far, this could genuinely just be an adult who has, I don't know, some sort of disability. Yeah, like some sort of learning disability or some type, like, there are plenty of reasons as to why adults might act more childish. And it is, in some
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's true.
ways, good to know that the people who work at Disneyland are very supportive of these adults. There isn't really much judgment. You can see a little kind of wee little bit where the
that's
mask
true.
starts to slip a tiny little bit. There are definitely moments where the bloke here does seem a little bit uncomfortable, like, all right, what's going on here? And if this was like an isolated incident where this, this was the only time it happened, it's like the one video on her channel where she actually interacts with a Peter Pan, and they're very supportive of it. It goes on a little too long, but whatever, it's no big deal. Then it'd be one thing. It would even maybe be quite sweet. However, the issue comes with when you look at Tony's account, because she goes to Disneyland, or Disney World, whatever you want to call it, every single week. And no matter who the person playing
Wait, she
Peter
goes
Pan is,
every week? God, how much does that cost? All right, so Disneyland's membership annual passes ranging from $600 to $1,900. You know damn well she's going at least Explore Key. Damn, bro, $1,000? I mean, I guess you're getting your money's worth if you go every week. So I can't fault her for that.
she goes right on them to be in sort of her dumb little video. And at least the top comments being ones like these. Hot take, these actors should have a right to break character at any moment for adult behavior like this that makes them uncomfortable with no repercussions or ramifications due to workplace laws, especially in California. Which I feel like isn't really that much of a hot take, to be honest. Like, it should be pretty standard procedure for if you feel uncomfortable as someone who works at Disneyland or Disney World, you should be able to break character and sort of run off or go to a superior or tell a manager or something along those lines. Is that not a rule? Like, do you really need to stay in character even if you feel like genuinely threatened? Apparently they have a safety code word like cease to immediately get help from supervisors or security during emergencies or distressing guest interactions. I'm not sure if this counts as a distressing guest interaction though, especially again if it's like a
So far, everything's good.
one-time thing. But the issue is, again, I'm not sure if you can see the red bar at the Naz, show how long we've been in this video. Like, there's so much video left. How long is this? We're 50 seconds in. This is a 5-minute video. There are other kids that want to interact with Peter Pan, like actual children, not Tony.
Said so.
You can have it. I can make another
Are
one.
you sure?
Yeah. Yeah. Can I get it on video that I gave it to you? Oh boy.
That's a weird. Okay.
Whoa, it's just like you.
It looks like you.
Oh yeah. This is great. What am I supposed to do with it? Okay. Is that what you wanted? Great.
What's a rat Peter?
I'm not a pirate.
Is this not a little bit like, you know, when men go to strip clubs and they think the strippers like fallen in love with them?
Strip clubs, yeah. Oh yeah, here's your, let me put it in your, I guess, what would that be, a toupee?
I don't know if that's like an appropriate comparison, but it's the only one that I can think of right now. But does she genuinely think that he's like really invested in this storyline that she's sort of playing out here? Or that he isn't incredibly annoyed by the amount of time that she's taking and the people who also want to have who also want to talk to Peter Pan?
Now you're gonna take a picture with her.
Okay. Here.
You have to take care of it.
What are you gonna name it though?
How do I take care of it?
You have to feed it twice a day. You have to
I have an
keep
idea.
it.
I have an idea.
Oh, Peter. It's perfection. Did you just invent something, Tony?
I think I kind of need one for myself.
Take that, Tink. I can make stuff too. It's really nice. Thanks for making this for me. Even though it wasn't originally for me.
You can have it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I have a lot of things. If it's for you,
Oh no.
I can make them.
actually you make a lot.
No, I can now.
Oh.
Yeah, why did you do this if you didn't want the toy back? Like, what other reason is there for you to sort of cup your hands like you're grabbing water from like a lake or something? That is like universal sign for give me whatever is in your hand right now. What else could you possibly have meant by that?
Oh, you want another prize?
This is weird. It's not giving stalker yet. It's just strange. Stranger Things.
Do you still have the leaf?
I do. I really do, actually.
Does she have the leaf?
No, she really does.
You weren't even there.
I saw the video. I'm her number one fan.
Crash.
So they've interacted multiple times. This isn't even the first time that she's met this Peter Pan in particular. I can't stress enough, by the way, that she has been doing this for 10 years now. There's like body language experts and stuff that have come out and like done analyses. We'll have a look at those later, but I do want to finish this one video out of hundreds, by the way, before we move on.
Let's find you something different then. I just want to give you the same gift to me than once.
I know.
What else do you like besides leaves? Ducks.
Let them tell you that. That's a duck? That's not a duck.
What is it? What do you think?
It's a chick.
So you lied to me.
It's a duck. I made you a duck. I'm sorry.
Ducks have necks. This is a chick.
I don't think.
This is weird. This is, I can't even get past like that this is a thing, but hey, you know what?
He's very happy. I don't think he's very entertained. But yeah, look at this picture from the 6th of January 2015.
Oh, we got an Asian Peter Pan? Is that a Filipino Pan over here? What the hell? Is he not Asian, chat? But yeah, he looks like a teenager. Yeah, all the Peter Pans look like teenagers, which makes it so extra weird that she has this like fetish for it. If that's what is the case. I actually don't even know. I just have heard about this case like literally this week. All right, so this picture is from 2015 of her with Filipino Pan here.
15. She's been at this, man. 10 years ago, I met the lost boy who changed my life. It's been over 10 years.
Whatever that was.
A crow.
This one crows.
See, it's a crow. Going by sounds, this is a crow. Why is it?
I can bring you.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
Yeah, that's what the FBI should be. No, I'm just playing.
You pass.
The genie one with the
I'm a
bonus?
hatter. You're a hatter. We're in competition. You win.
I think you made him jealous. I've never seen him jealous before.
Yeah, what a great character.
Oh, what's it?
He's staying in character as hard as he can.
I love it. I've always wanted
No,
to
I'll give you something else.
You know what I love, by the way? I love that this Peter Pan isn't even doing the Disney voice anymore. He's just sort of given up. Because you're not meant to... Surely you can't do that voice for, like, extended periods of
Yeah.
time. It's like the Mario voice. You can just a couple words, yahoo, all that bullshit. But you can't do, like, full sentences or conversations as Mario. You just can't. It's like this Peter Pan he's just talking like a normal American bloke at the minute.
No, you can have a bigger wood chip.
So they're going on this like whole date? What's going on here? Do workers do this in Disney?
Yay.
Where'd the other one go?
It's in my pocket.
Okay, see the bigger one? Then the lizard, but I'll give you this. Yeah. Yeah, you can.
This is my favorite.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Well, now what? You have your prizes. I have my prize.
Now we'll see you next week, right?
We'll see you next week is crazy.
Cross my heart as a lost boy honor.
We'll see you next week. God, it is
Yeah.
really weird. The person behind the camera is like sort of encouraging it as well. So it's not as though it's one person who's just being overly obsessed here. It's like a whole team of people encouraging and perpetrating this behavior.
Yeah, it is kind of like a strip club if you think about it, guys. Because like if you go to a strip club, these people are working and you just happen to keep showing up. Isn't that like kind of like in a way.
This is like habitual for them. It's genuinely a part of their weekly routine. How do you even have the money to go Disneyland every day? Is Disneyland California? I've only been to the one in Florida. Is the Californian one like cheaper? Standard one day, one park tickets prices for Disneyland California range from $104 to $224.
You know what's crazy too? The price is only going up, and I feel like there are some people who just like will take on debt just to go to Disney. Insane work.
So is she paying like $100 every week minimum, by the way, to meet Peter Pan? Is there like some sort of deal or like because she goes so often, there's like a discounted thing maybe? Either way, she's spending way too much money just to interact with this poor bloke in a Peter Pan costume, dude. Like the people around her, the people in her life need to be a little bit like, mate, you have to calm down a little bit. Like it's getting ridiculous now. It's been 10 years. It's been 10 years, dude. And you can...
I would feel like, to touch into Mac and Sandwich, what you said here is, I feel like Disney almost wants to push for stuff like this. I mean, that's a little conspiratory, but if they do, I mean, they've got you roped in for how many years of money, you know? It's like signing up for membership of something that you're addicted to in a way. I mean, isn't that like a lot of late stage capitalism as a whole? They're just trying to get you hooked on whatever thing, because why fix a problem when you could just keep, you know, feeding into it and then paying I don't know. I'm too deep into the conspiracies, guys.
See like actual children in the background at many parts of this video anxiously waiting to finally meet Peter Pan, but their time is being completely stolen.
Oh yeah, that brings up a great point. What about all the kids that want to meet Peter?
By this see here, Tony.
I will take care of my ducks.
Sounds great. Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome.
We love you.
I know.
Could you imagine if there was a line of kids right here just like waiting to talk to Peter?
Oh, see you later.
Okay, sounds great.
Thanks for the prize. Bye, Peter. See you later.
See ya.
Hit him with the I love you, and then Peter just goes, I know, like with a Han Solo move there. Not even I love you. Well, obviously, he's not going to say I love you too. That's definitely not a part of the rules. You can't say that to someone like this. No way. Just I know. Oh God, he's
Dude, I know is so savage.
livid. I think, honestly, I do think he's actually livid inside. You just know he went home and cracked open the biggest bottle of whiskey.
What? Whoa!
Yeah, even that what at the start. I don't think he likes them very much, man. There was someone here, Rude Boy Brody, that did like a whole video, like a minute-long summary of it all.
So have you heard about the Disney adult gone viral for her 10-year obsession with Peter Pan?
That's an incredible intro. Let's get into
The
it.
Disney adult Tony went viral, documenting her interaction with Peter Pan at a...
Yeah, the Disney adult thing is one that I know. You know what it is? Because I always used to think Disney adults got too much hate. But that was back when I thought the definition of Disney adult was just an adult who happened to like Disney. By the way, I've just seen that I'm wearing green in this video. I promise you.
No, there's definitely levels to it. Like, you can be a hardcore Disney fan, or you could just be a normal Disney fan. Like, the hardcore ones are the ones that are a little like wonky, you know? Like when you're having to spend all your paycheck just to keep going to Disney World. And what's crazy to me too is I feel like modern Disney kind of sucks. Like, that might be a hot take, but I mean, there's some of Marvel is good. Some of the new Disney stuff is good, but most of it's just like sequels and remakes and freaking live action. It's just all kind of slop.
I have no idea, because I haven't worn this shirt in my entire goddamn life. Anyway, I used to think the definition of Disney adult was just an adult who likes Disney, and I was like, that Disney adult is not just like a rational enjoyment of the Disney films as an adult who's like nostalgic, or maybe appreciates like the artistry or some of the 2D hand-drawn stuff,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
the stories or whatever, right? They're fine, or whatever, right? Disney adult seems to be like someone with an adult with an obsession, like an irrational, unhealthy obsession with Disney, to the point where they do things like, I don't know.
I feel like Disney adult to me is someone who is like addicted to actual Disney stuff. Yeah, I agree. Ghibli movies are so much better than most of Disney. I'm gonna say if you go band for band, Ghibli's gonna win. But then like it just depends on the matchup. But Ghibli overall is just so much more peak.
If this is standard Disney adult procedure, I feel like this is on the upper echelon, like the boundaries of even Disney adult type stuff. This is like Disney adult cubed behavior.
Disneyland resort, following him around the park as little kids are waiting until to get their turn.
But when he says 10-year obsession, like, God, he really is not exaggerating there. We already saw that image of like him meeting him, of her meeting him rather, in 2015. But even if you sort by oldest,
yeah, I'm a more of a Universal guy. I'm gonna be honest. You get more bang for your buck at Universal. Just personal opinion.
on the TikTok page, you can see like there's videos of her in Disney meeting Beetlejuice and stuff in
Oh, so it's not just Peter. She likes just meeting characters, I guess.
2019. The first video on her page
That's
is probably,
less
I bet it's
weird.
Disney related. No, it's not. Okay, it's not. It's a hair tutorial thing. Where's the first Disney video? I think it is that Beetlejuice one. Or is this it here? No, it's not. It's actually a very... No, it's not that one. Types of people at Disney.
Oh, I gotta be careful with that. Oop, hold up. Sorry, I just jumped off
You'll look
my
pretty like
screen.
me, to be honest, Tony. Here's the first Peter Pan
I gotta make sure I clip that out.
related video on her page as well. 2020, you know, God, there's no way this is the same actor. Oh, copyrighted. Naz, replace this. No, that's a different actor. Him. No shot. I don't think that's the same guy at all. If it is, that'd be so funny. Like she's interacted with Peter Pan so much that we've actually seen him grow, which canonically not good. Disney needs to work on that. This girl's a liability to the Disneyland framework. They're ruining the marketability of their Peter Pan actor by watching him grow.
You're lost, girl.
This is just her content, no matter who the actor is.
If you got green tights on, she's good.
She has different nicknames for each iteration of the brother, and her latest target is known as the Green Bean.
The green bean.
Track this man down for an alleged
No, she has different
Green bean. She labeled that. That's weird.
nicknames for every actor that plays Peter Pan. The fact that you can even recognize each one and go, oh, today it's the Green Mean Machine. I can't
Oh, wait, hold up. She's identifying the different actors? That's weird. I didn't even piece it together till now.
tell which one that is in the distance. Like, is that How Have You Green or is that Dressing
Filipino Pan? Is that you?
Green So I Can Cream? I can't. Oh, which one? I have to get a bit closer so I can tell. Oh,
Green So I Can Cream.
It was neither. It was Peter Pan. Of course. You want to figure this out, by the way. Peter Pan is the god of everything. That's why his name is Pan. You read that?
People who work for the city are not allowed to accept gifts. They even allowed to do that?
experts are analyzing Peter Pan's body language, and this brother looks like he needs to smoke a cigarette at the end of a shift.
Pretending
Yeah,
to fly with fairy dust, little
definitely.
Tinkerbell on your shoulder all day. I mean, that's got to be tough. Especially when you've got Tony with an eye chasing you down with a dinosaur you do not want.
This is the equivalent
Tony
of
with
someone
an
in a strip
eye.
thinking Shorty's actually in love with them.
No! I thought my joke was so good, man. I seem as though he didn't make the same joke that I did.
She had this man literally pinned up against the wall.
He got Wendy. He don't want you.
At one point, he even tried to
No, he doesn't have Wendy. This guy sat on the chair he's not a true Peter Pan fan. See, we've got two opposite ends of the spectrum. You got this girl who's too obsessed with Peter Pan, and then he chooses to be a badass and actually deal with her problems, act like an adult. Whereas Peter Pan's a big right? He's a coward. He sits out of that shit. He don't want to grow up. He wants to be a kid forever because he can't handle the responsibilities of it all. Wendy.
I'm not gonna lie, I honestly forgot most of the Peter Pan lore until just now.
Getting a little too crazy. It ain't Neverland, sweetheart.
But here's the real kicker. Sources say this sister is married.
Tony's married? Guarantee your husband's name is Peter.
Look like
No way. She's married doing shit like this? A grown married woman doing shit?
he was a Mariner in the Naval Academy.
Captain Hook.
She's not the only one with this bizarre infatuation.
Is she married? I'll have to look into that. There's no
Dates back to the Tumblr days of 2012, where this was a trend to be enamored with this brother.
Tony's still worried about trends from 2012 and big 2026?
This has fans debating, is this just a woman doing what she loves? Or have Disney adults gone on too far?
What we need to do is sit down all the Peter Pans and find out if any of them felt uncomfortable. And if so, Tony should be prosecuted.
Bro, hold up. That would be kind of a funny TV show. The Bachelorette, but with Peter Pans. Just Peter Pan actors across the board.
I don't know if prosecution is the right word, legal prosecution. Just be banned from Disney, I think. Although, she's probably, giving Disney so much money. Now, Disney have sort of gone downhill recently with everything. So, half of their revenue
Literally what
probably
I was
comes
just
from Tony
saying.
visiting the parks, I feel. Does she actually have a husband? Is there any evidence for that, or is that just sort of alleged? When people ask how I got a 5-minute video with a lost boy, they're sort of laughing about the video we just watched. I'm just saying, if he didn't want to be around me, he would literally run away. There's no way they're allowed to just run away. Oh no!
I don't know. That's a weird take because I feel like to them, it's like they're doing their jobs. I don't
There's
know.
literally a video on your page of him trying to
Except there's literally a video on your page of him trying to skip away, and you literally chase the down, girl.
run
What?
away, and you leave a nice comment here. I don't want to crush your enthusiasm because we all need some whimsy and wonder. I'm glad you got to meet your fave. Perhaps in the future be a tiny bit more considerate of the worker on the other end of the interaction. Try to make sure you're reading.
Wait, hold on. I'm just going to read it. Try to make sure you're reading their social cues and respect their time, space, and allowing them to graciously interact with others. Yeah, that's the whole thing. The selfishness of not letting Peter here interact with the kids. Like, bro, what? Some people are being way too mean with you, but I think if you look at the video you posted objectively, you'll see where some of the criticism is coming from. If you get to go back, maybe you can make some adjustments so it can be a fun experience for both of you. Oh, that's actually really sweet.
This response here, although this is a very nice way of putting it, I think this is becoming an outlet that has now become addictive.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think this has become an outlet that has become addictive. It seems like she has gained confidence in herself by going there and has lost self-awareness because it's serving her wants. Also, social media is not helping because the more clout that she gets from this, the more she's going to want to do that. It's like Nikocado Avocado back in the day, it's not a good behavior, but because of the feedback loop of getting views, you're like, oh, I'm going to keep doing it. It's like going to the casino to gamble. I don't think she can turn it off if she understands your point. My first love was indeed a lost boy.
picture here of them being on my first love was indeed a Lost Boy. Fuck me. People are saying that she's been
Dude, if she's married and she is posting like that, bro, I don't know. That's weird, man.
stalking him. I'm not sure if this meets the legal definition of stalking. I understand why people have that feeling though. But in my mind, it's like, how much of this is on her? I mean, how much of this is on Disney for, like, you know?
I don't consider it stalking yet. I have to see more videos though. If she's there genuinely every single week harassing this dude, then I will consider that.
Go in the back and tell the managers what's going on and be like, look, I don't like this. Like, what can I do to prevent this from happening? And have sort of a security guard around or something along those lines, or just someone to be like, it's enough now. It's enough time.
Yeah, Disney's got, or like the park has something to do if the guy does feel uncomfortable. We don't know. We would have to ask him, right?
I'm with Peter. Caption giving the same vibe as if she didn't want to, she would have said no. I'm not sure that's a fair comparison at all. If it's a man who's obsessed with a
Completely different.
woman, it's so much more dangerous. Like, this Peter Pan is not like, his physical health is not in danger. It's just a bit weird and uncomfortable. Like, if anything were to happen that was even potentially physically dangerous, there's like, I'm sure security in Disneyland's pretty good. And I'm sure if it got like physical, he would be able to break character without fear of being reprimanded or whatever. Again, I understand the
Also, can't he just like fly away?
comparison, but I just don't think it's fair. I think it's important to keep the criticism of this woman proportional to the actual actions that she is committing, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's have a look at these body language videos, because these have gone crazy viral.
Oh, now people are reacting to it with body language, or hold up, stalking Peter Pan.
To homecoming? Yeah. Well, I don't know. What is homecoming? Coming home to something, so I would be going home with you.
Right,
You gonna dance?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't dance. We're best friends, but we're not gonna be anything more than that, so don't get any ideas.
This is so weird.
Yeah, oh no, like, look,
That's weird.
man, it's just, he's like so obviously, because that's not in character. Peter Pan wouldn't do that in the movie. He wouldn't do that in any of the source material. This is just the actual guy. This isn't Peter Pan. This is Steve, who goes for a pint every Saturday with the boys. I'll tell you what, the stories that this guy must have on that table when they're drinking Guinness or something, it must...
Oh yeah, imagine telling all your friends, yo, there was this one girl, bro. She would not stop trying to kiss me.
No.
Wait, so this is genuinely like been a 10-year thing for this girl. Hey, Peter, it's National Proposal Day. No, don't get any ideas. Wow, you know what? I'm going to take back my statement of it being... Well, I'm not going to take it back. I'm going to say that social media is probably feeding this loop that she has, but this has been an obsession for years then, because look how young she looks here. She's genuinely like into this. This is crazy. Hey, Peter, it's National Proposal Day. No, don't get it.
So, like, she just does this a lot. Like, oh, come to my homecoming. It's National Proposal Day. It's like this actual romantic infatuation with the Peter Pan guy that is very uncomfortable. It's bad. Like, it is. I don't like this at all. I very much understand stalker legally. I understand if you feel as though it's stalking. That's different from, like, the legal definition, though, of course. Just because, like, it is exclusive to Disneyland. Like, she's not actually found out who this is and is sort of outside of Disneyland having to go and sort of
That we know of. That's
walking around following him, finding his social media, all
That's
this
true,
shit.
though.
Maybe that's because she doesn't have the ability to do so, and if she was, like, able to, she would. I definitely wouldn't put it past her, but for as long as that's not happening, I don't think stalking's the right word for it, but I wouldn't, like, be mad at you for using that word necessarily. And you can see, by the way, you can see there, he walks away, and Tony follows him. So this is exactly what she was saying about, oh, if he didn't want to be around me, he would
That's
run
a little
away.
weird.
This is him running away, and it's her following him. Like, he straight up says no, and then walks away, and then Tony does some weird, stupid love symbol, and then the clip cuts, but she's clearly walking towards him. Yeah, man. Like, how did
This is weird, dude. That's weird, man.
she not realize how uncomfortable he is with all this? Happy National Kiss a Ginger Day. This is so weird, man. This was 2018, though, to be fair. Like, she was maybe, what, 15 here? Wait, no. 1999. She would have been 19 here. What the f? I was thinking she was
Yeah, this is a grown-ass
born
woman
the same
doing
year as
shit
me.
like this.
Yeah, and that's literally him pulling away. Bro, look, even Peter Pan's biggest op, Captain Hook, is feeling sorry for him at this point. Bro, you know it's bad when the biggest op, the arch nemesis, is like, oh, Peter, mate, I feel for you. This girl's doing way too much.
Oh, dude, is there rules against that? Can you like hug and try to kiss? I don't know if she's trying to kiss.
And she just keeps pulling him in. Like,
Yeah, he does not look comfortable.
want you to be around him every week. I'm pretty sure there's like a Disneyland rule where you are not allowed to let go from a hug. Like, you have to wait for them to let go first.
Oh, that's a rule? Wait, actually, wait, you can hug? I didn't even know. Well, let's do people. Can Disney actors hug people? Yes, Disney actors can hug guests. Hugging is a core part of guest experience. What if they smell like Like, you just gotta accept that. Wait, that's actually crazy. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Or I don't know if that's a myth or whatever. It's definitely not one being followed by him. Not that I blame him at all. I hope he doesn't get punished for that. But this is very uncomfortable to watch. It is horrible.
I know you stare at me. That's cool. Oh, she's in school. Hi, Tony. You always stare at me anyway.
What's weird about this too is that, like, this is only the tip of the iceberg. I feel like a lot of up Disney park employees have to deal with that could be on its own stream. Yeah, I can only imagine, dude. Working for a company that kind of doesn't care about you and you have to like keep the customer happy.
Way at this point, I mean, another picture of him looking deeply uncomfortable at a hug, and then she's got Peter Pan merchandise as well. The fact that she's also married makes this worse. I've not seen any like, oh my god, 1 year of marriage down forever to.
No, she is married. Oh my god, how does the husband feel about this? This is insane. What the
go. Yeah, she is actually married to a Marine. Yeah, he was right. Well, I'm not sure if maybe he's cosplaying a Marine for the wedding. It's a bit of a strange wedding unless he's like, whatever, right? She is married.
I'm surprised that he didn't have to cosplay Peter Pan. You can get a year pass and she might live close by, so probably she has that. Okay.
The whole book to him. No wonder he looks so done in this picture. Mate, look at his face here. Look at that. Oh god, man, it's so bad. Maybe she does know deep down, but she just doesn't want to accept it. Like, she refuses to. She's in complete denial that Peter Pan might not be interested in her or the actor or whatever. But again, now I'm...
Well, the whole point of Peter Pan as a character is that he's still like a kid in his head. So like, why would you expect? That's so
like,
weird.
Is it Peter Pan that she's obsessed with, or is it a particular actor, or does she genuinely like somewhere believe that this is a real Peter Pan? Is she just not thinking about it too clearly? If she thought about the actor too much and like really deep that it's not the real Peter Pan and it's a like just regular dude dressed up as him, would that sort of ruin the immersion for her? Would that make her feel any different?
Yeah, would you have to have like okay, in a hypothetical sense where why wouldn't she just get her husband to wear Peter Pan outfits if she has this like deep role play fetish, you know? I don't know.
There's so many things that I'm so curious about here. But the main thing is like, how are you able to even do this? Like, surely you would be embarrassed. How is she not banned? Disney could just ban her for I'm more than happy with the word being used here. People keep saying if a man did this. When I worked at Disney World's Haunted Mansion, women maids...
Yeah, weren't like most of like Disney's stories based on like grim tales or something? People keep saying if a man did this when I worked at Disney World's Haunted Mansion, women and maids were warned in training that there were annual pass holders who would come and try to get the ladies who work at the mansion to sneeze on him. What the fudge? Sneeze on him? What a weird kink. Dude, and how is he not banned? Instead of banning him from the park like they should have, they would warn the cast members. Disney does not care about cast members' safety, not surprising, over the bottom dollar like people would like to believe. Oh my god, that is weird to think about. This other one says, okay, so even if she is autistic, people need to be calling her out and letting her know that boundaries need to be in place. I'm autistic, and if I was making someone uncomfortable or didn't know or realize, I would pray people would be telling me. See, the autism thing is a weird like card to play, because I feel like just because someone is autistic doesn't mean that someone else that has their own autonomy has to cater to that person. Now, yeah, 100% like autism can be the reason somebody does something, but it doesn't make it an automatic like get out of jail free excuse for everything, you know what I'm saying? And exactly, actually that's a great point too. It's not equivalent to Down syndrome where you actually like have and I have friends that are autistic, like legitimately autistic, right? And when we go out social settings, they tell me certain things and I'm like, all right, we gotta go. But like as an adult, I'm gonna say if you're a kid, it's a little bit different because you're not fully developed. But if you're an adult, I feel like you will know to not bother someone else's like autonomy in life.
People need to be calling her out and letting her know that her boundaries need...
Hold up, let's go to
name. But I think that's what his look is when he's getting hugged by her. Like, this girl's hugging him, and then he's looking at the person holding the camera like, are you just gonna let this happen? Like, this is your mate. I'm clearly uncomfortable with this. Can you sort of tell her that I'm not cool with this or that she's doing too much? I think that's what...
Yeah, the person who's holding the camera is probably really into it too. Let's fast forward some.
Because this isn't acceptable behavior in my opinion. It's not something that should be encouraged.
I'm gonna mute this. So we got from 2016, okay, and it's her walking with Peter Pan. So she just goes to these parks and just like hang out with Peter Pan all day, like, or as much as she can. And it's crazy because I don't even think back in 2016 she would have clout or anything. I think she genuinely just likes doing like this. This is so weird. So weird to think about. Oh my God, 2026. 10 years, a decade later, by the way.
All of these are videos of Peter walking away in front of them. I'm sure in his mind, he's hoping, like, I'm walking away, get the hint, don't follow me, please let me walk and interact with other people. But they just always follow him every single time. By the way, it's really shitty to be taking the actor's time.
By the way, it's really shitty to be taking the actor's time away from parents and children who spend thousands on their vacation to be there. Yeah, I know. Like, what about the kids who genuinely are there trying to meet Peter Pan, bro? Like, that's like their biggest, like, that's the one reason I want to be here, you know? Flaming says it's giving off the energy that she has severe hyperfixation on Peter Pan. Yeah, I feel like there's probably moments where her adult brain will realize that they're actors, but she probably like shuns them away and just wants to idealize that all these people are just Peter Pans in her head. But like that, I don't know. That's just a weird fixation. I don't know. This is weird as a whole. Anyways, you're putting them in awkward spots that they definitely don't get paid enough to be in. Why isn't this illegal? Well, because Disney loves money. That's why. Because yeah, Disney really doesn't care. And it's very much like, because to them, it's like, all right, well, if you don't like it, then just don't work here. And then to these guys, they have, with their theater degrees and stuff, it's tough to get a job in that kind of industry. And usually the audition process is not easy to get these positions, by the way, guys. Like, you have to grind it out. I knew somebody who still to this day works for Disney World as one of the chipmunks, and it's a grind. Like, you have to, then you finally get the job and you got to deal with this like, and then what are you gonna just throw that all away, that hard work, unless you get another job lined up? I don't know. I'm so happy. I think I'll give you a kiss. I just had to try to kiss my favorite redhead on National Redhead Day. Hashtag Peter Pan. Hashtag Disneyland. That's weird. And I love how she's like openly posting that he doesn't want either. Oh my God, here's another picture. He loves us, I swear. I mean, this one's not as bad. And God, how old is she? She says, so she was 19 in 2016. That's right. I can't imagine being college years obsessed about Peter Pan, but hey, everybody got their own obsession. Ain't nothing wrong with whatever. I mean, something's wrong with this. This is another one. I pinky promised I would visit him again when my pass expired, and tomorrow I'm going back just like I promised. How much money, chat, do you guys think that she spent on Disney? Like, genuinely. Because if 10 years have passes, right? So let's say she spends $1,000 for her annual pass. 10 years, that's 10,000 plus merchandise. I'm gonna say she's spending probably each summer or each year that she goes, I'm gonna say she spends probably 300. So let's say that's 3,000 in 10 years. That's like low it too. That's a decade. She spent 13,000. I'm gonna say that was merchandise. I'm gonna say like food and stuff. Let's just add another 2,000 on top of that. And then I'm assuming she's done other stuff too. She's probably, I'm gonna say bare minimum. I'm gonna estimate she spent probably 15 bare minimum on just going to Disney and eating and like just buying merch, because she always has merch on her. But that's low. I feel like she might have even gone up to like 20K, dude. This creepy music is me. Hey, Peter, it's National. Here's more videos. Oh, wait, hold up. What's this?
I don't want you. No.
I don't want you either. Oh my God.
And like, these people are actually sick of her. Like, that was just pure them being sick of her completely. My worry is that they're gonna do what they did with the Tarzan actor and just take his character out of the parks entirely. What happened with—
Wait, what? This happened with Tarzan? And then they took him out completely? How is it the actor's fault?
the Tarzan actor? An ex-Jack Sparrow talks about life at Disney. Disney warned us we were gonna have a—
Okay, so we have some discussions from Disney workers. Disney warned us we were gonna have a lot of women coming onto us. What the? This is weird. We're talking about Disney right now, guys. Disney. We ain't talking about a strip club. We talking about Disney. They were also worried about girls. I heard Disneyland had an Esmeralda from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. She was very flirtatious, and they finally pulled her because men would find her too sexually arousing and were acting out. What?
warn all the male actors about like women who are too obsessive, and they have to warn all the female actors about men that are too obsessive, or I mean people of the same as well, I'm sure too. They all need to be warned about obsessive people, I suppose.
All right, we're gonna keep this one. I'm gonna go pee with them.
The male character they had pulled was Tarzan. He moved around the treehouse.
I want to read this. Hold up. The male character they had pulled was Tarzan. He moved around the treehouse dressed in just a butt flap. Disney had hired these good-looking muscular guys, even airbrushing abs on. Airbrushing ab? That's crazy. And apparently there was a successive pinching of Tarzan's by the park's female visitors. Knowing all of this, and also knowing that women were like around Jack at the Renaissance Fair, I told the other guys, don't complain if girls flirt with you too much. They'll pull your character from the park. What the how are they gonna get punished? That's weird, dude. I'm gonna pee real quick.
Instead of actually, you know, hiring like security measures or sort of fixing everything or making it safer for these people or less uncomfortable, they just fired them, got rid of them, got rid of their ability to make a living because of other people being weirdos. Here's a napkin someone wrote on for me. I will give you a blowjob on your break, so sexy, Kim, with a number. I would also get offers from women in my ear. Anything you want, just find me. I had a girl who turned 18 the day before. She was with a high school group and she wrote down her room number at the downtown Disney hotel. I had a lady hump my leg one day in the what, like a dog.
Peter! Very handsome young man.
10 years and counting of visiting Neverland once a week. So she's genuinely visited Neverland once a week for 10 years. That's...
Wait. 10 years and counting of visiting Neverland once a week. Dude, what? Brother, what? That's actually pretty freaking insane. 10? How many visits is that? Once a week, like a year round? Is Disney? Disneyland Resort is open in California 365 days. Wow. Hold up. She spent a lot more then, because even with the annual pass. All right, so annual Disneyland pass cost is exclusively to Southern California residents. Okay, let's imagine that she is only paying $600, which is the lowest amount, okay? After paying, okay, so $600 and she's visiting every week. I mean, she's got to eat when she's there. She's got to buy merch over time. Dude, I think she's spending over the decade, maybe 30, 40K, maybe even 50, dude. That's insane. You're paying almost like a in-state college tuition just to go to Disneyland every week.
Insane, dude. I can't think of anything that I've done once a week for 10 years. Yeah, honest to God, I can't. I've probably gone to church when I was younger. There's probably a 10-year period where I went to church every week.
I think the only thing I've done every single week for 10 years might be game. Like I'm kind of a gamer. So at least like once a week. This is creepy.
He's so done with it, man. He's just sort of taking the piss at this point. Yeah, that's him there walking away. And again, she's just sort of following him.
I love how the music is so creepy.
It's always a good morning when you see the gremlins.
Yeah, no, this is him. Literally, it could not be more obvious that he's skipping away, trying to escape, and she just won't stop. She sees...
Dude, that sucks for these workers that if they say something, they're getting a risk of their character getting pulled, which is their literal job. And what, like, it's punishing them if they were to say anything. That's so up, man. That's like, I don't know. That's just a messed up system Disney's got going on.
It's like an invitation.
We got her creeping.
When I applied to the college...
Oh, wait, hold up. Here we go. What is this? I'm obsessed. I finally get to meet Wendy. Yeah, all her captions are wild. How many pictures does she post of just Peter Pan? I love. So we have. Okay, so we have our actual Instagram page. Okay, I love how she's gained so many followers in just the past recent bit. Because even when you Google, it only said a second ago. It literally said like 9K. I swear. All right, let me log in real quick. Hold up, chat. Give me 1 second. It is millennial activities, by the way, 100%. All right, we have it pulled up now. Let's see how far down this goes. I love how like literally all of her pictures is just her and Disney. I don't think there's many that, if any, were taken outside. This is so weird, man. Oh, okay, we got a Raiders picture. It says she does other things. How long ago was this? 56 weeks ago. Okay. So she's posting literally every week then. God, so, I mean, every week, 567 posts. That's crazy, man. Look how much Disney posts we got. God, poor dude. The comments are crazy. I feel bad for him. I am too deep into this bubble. That's literally us right now. This man deserves better. What bet did he lose, bro? Freaky Tony. So he's okay with you stalking a man at Disney Park every day for 10 years. Oh my God. This is insane. Oh, that's so funny that so many people are down this rabbit hole. The music is wild.
Wrote this for him. When I applied to the...
Pause to read. All right, I'm going to read it. When I applied to the college program, I never thought I would become attached to any character. But I did. It's funny to me because at work, they know I love newies, so they just let me stand outside so I can wave at you and you can see me. I think my favorite memory with you was when I drew all the newsboys and you got off of the trolley for the first time and signed them. And when you remembered me the first time, I also loved giving you a toy hot dog. This is weird. What is going on here? Is this like, she like made this, right? This is crazy. This is actually kind of getting insane. Like first it was like, all right, whatever. This is creepy now. And when you remembered me for the first time, blah, 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 my plan was to get you a real one. But when I asked the people who drove the trolley, they said that you couldn't eat it, even if you wanted to. Oh, you can't buy them food? That's crazy. So that's why I got you the toy version. When I wanted to end this, I wanted to end this by saying thank you again. I hope we stay in contact somehow. This isn't goodbye. I'll see you soon.
The college program,
What the hell?
Jabba's gonna have to make a return. I'll be right back. Okay. Here we go. It's ridiculous.
Hold up. Is she obsessed with the character Peter Pan and thinks the actor is him, or is she obsessed with the actors? I think it's probably a bit of both. Chat, what do you guys think? I think she's probably obsessed. I think there's part of it where she's probably Delulu and thinks that these are like Peter Pans maybe, but then she probably is obsessed with the actual actors too.
Apparently there's this woman that's been obsessed and in love with Peter Pan at Disneyland for 10 years, and I went down the rabbit hole. And take a seat because this shit gets weird. All right, the first thing I'm going to say is a hot take that so many of you are going to disagree with me on, but I always see the comment that's like, oh, imagine if a grown man was doing this to Wendy and the roles were reversed, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, we are living in the roles reversed. Okay, I'd put money on it that Jasmine and Ariel are getting harassed by grown men every single day at those Disney parks.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, I feel like it's sad, but dude, when you're working at that's so weird, man. But I think that's overall sums the beginning of this whole process. But there's an update video too that we're going to cover. I think Dinky Jabbo also covers it as well. Yeah, the Peter Pan soccer situation got so much worse. All right, let's watch this.
The internet really does have this habit.
Let's see. Oh, wow. Peter Pan speaks out? Hold up.
Of taking stories or situations that were already pretty bad or worth talking about and then sensationalizing them or blast, and it sort of sparks this whole wider conversation about this.
I think he's going to summarize it so we can go ahead and skip that part. All right, here we go.
So the rumor that all the Disney characters are quitting out of protest. These are things that people believe. Again, I'm sure a lot of you believe them. We're going to dispel every single one.
Flaming.
Let's start with this one, of course.
There is this girl that's going viral. I think her name is Tony or something like that, who is obsessed.
This is what I mean, by the way. It's like, you wouldn't say that if you were the actual Peter Pan from the videos. It's like, are we regressing as humans?
Oh, is he saying that this could be not actually Peter Pan?
Listeners, do people just not understand English anymore? Or is everyone just so hell-bent on hating this girl that they will hear exactly what they want to hear whenever someone says anything critiquing her? Because again, I want to make it so perfectly clear that I have got no ill will or hatred or even many criticisms towards the girl herself, as opposed to the people around said girl who should be telling her how weird and uncomfortable and strange her behavior is. And
yeah, that's a pretty good take. I'd say the people around you also, like the person filming this stuff, like how are they not seeing that it's weird, you know?
Obsessive on top of that, because she clearly lacks the self-awareness to be able to do it, and it's not out of maliciousness or malevolence, it's out of genuine ignorance. Like, she isn't trying to make anyone uncomfortable, she is literally unable to tell how uncomfortable or how weird her behavior is. And that obviously doesn't make it right. I'm not excusing the behavior, but I'm trying to explain the rationale behind it, because that's the only way you can really stop stuff like this from happening.
And I used to be best friends with Peter Pan. If you don't know what I'm saying, I'm going to include pictures of my best friend.
Okay, all right. Let's hear him out and believe him for now.
Since the controversy started going viral on TikTok, I just wanted to hop on here and talk about a few thoughts that I had. First thing is unrelated from the viral craze that's going on with
also the podcast name is hilarious. Back in the Closet podcast. Love that.
Tony and her obsession with Peter Pan, but is more to do so with my opinions on the phrase best friend. When you are a character performer with Walt Disney World, they ask you to claim that you are best friends with a certain character as not to spoil the magic for the children. I have a few thoughts on that. My biggest thought is that I think it's a little bit dumb because most children that go to the parks obviously think that they're meeting a real life character, and that's magical and that's wonderful and that's great. However, the internet is supposed to be meant for people that are 13 years of age and older. If your parent is letting you on the internet before the age of 13, then that's going to be on the parents, not the performer. And I think that we can all collectively agree that if you are 13 years of age or older, you likely don't believe in Disney characters anymore, or at least that they're real, the same way that you wouldn't believe that Santa Claus is real at the age of 13. I always thought that this was a little bit disrespectful towards the performers, as it's nice to say that you are the role in which you've been cast in, just like you would if you were on Broadway or in a regional theater production. It's nice to have credit for the work that you do.
Yeah, I mean, that is totally unrelated from the wider discussion, but I mean, he's
Yeah, I was like, where are we going here?
right. I agree with him. That is a really dumb rule, but that's just another case of Disney being...
Back to the obsession with Peter Pan. I myself, whilst working at Disney World, had a stalker. She came to my line every single shift that I was Peter Pan, and likely to the other 2 or 3 people that were cast in the role of Peter Pan at the time, and she would continue to circle the queue line over and over and over again to see Peter Pan. Now, this person was not a child. This person was easily in her late 20s, early 30s, and would come to my line time and time again, asking disturbing questions, asking a little bit essay type questions that the character attendant that was helping me on these sets was quite unsure of how to handle the situation. Now, while I did experience this awkward moment time and time again with this stalker, there were more moments that the Disney princesses endured with really creepy dads and really...
Yeah, I mean, if we're getting just a touch of what is going on with this girl because it's on social media, imagine all the guys that are doing weird with these princesses and not posting it. Like, obviously we're covering this because it's a bit viral online. She also, you know, puts her business online, but imagine all the guys that don't, you know. God, it's so weird. And guys are weird, man. I mean, girls can be too, a pure example, but dude, guys, come on, man.
Really creepy older men.
Yeah, and in the latter half of this video, we'll have a look at some of the other Disney actors, some of the Disney actresses, the girls who, you know, do the female Disney characters, I guess, talk about their experiences with really creepy guys as well. Because it definitely is an issue that, well, to be honest, it's an issue that every character actor in Disney faces at some point. There's no way any of them get paid enough to deal with all that shit, by the way.
And do similar things.
What is the pay? Let's see their salary. $26 an hour. Really? What's Disney World? Like, that's not bad, but it's not great. Wow, Disney World is 19 to 30, depending on... Hold up. Damn, Disney... Oh, I guess it's because of California. I guess their minimum's higher. But isn't, like... How much is In-N-Out? In-N-Out is almost the same. Wow. Crazy. Crazy to think about.
Most of the time, much worse, and be handsy with the princesses on cast at Disney World. Now, I'm not going to outright say that I blame Disney for these instances, as they couldn't control what the guests were going to act like once they were in the park. However, I do think Disney needs to pay more attention to how the character performers are being treated when they're on set. There also would be times when different guests would just ask inappropriate questions or questions that included cuss words or ugly language, and I think when you're there as the character performer, it's really hard to mitigate these types of situations and learn how to steer in the other direction when dealing with these things.
I think that one of the issues we have at hand, and the reason Disney has so much power or leverage over this, is because theater and acting as a whole, outside of obviously the actors that you do see, it doesn't have many job opportunities. So these guys and these girls that are getting in these positions, they don't want to lose their job, and so they're at the whims of their employers, versus the other way around, where if there was enough parks or enough like places that hire actors, like, you know, like mid-level, low-level actors that are, or even just like theatrical actors, then it'll be different, because then the people will have more leverage.
Because obviously Disney is a place that was catered towards children to begin with, so this type of language is never going to be appropriate to use even as an adult. And obviously, yes, all the character performers are also adults, but it's hard for us to figure out how to mitigate that situation, and I know that all character performers would really appreciate it if we use our common sense skills to be nice. So next time you're there, if you're an adult and you want to meet a character, just remember to be respectful.
This is like such a reasonable video from like all this situation, all the stuff that's come from this. Yeah, I mean, people will use curse words thinking, oh, it's funny because in the children's movies, they don't, like Lilo and Stitch don't say swear words, so it's funny saying a swear word in front of them. But then it's like, it's sort of tough on them, because if you start bringing up some super dark Peter Pan, for example, has to bring it, they have no choice but to bring it back to like one of 3 topics, which is like pirates, fairies, and green. If you brought up the Armenian you have to talk about, oh, the Armenian that reminds me of the time that
What is your take on Palestine? He asked Peter Pan that.
Took out this whole group of pirates.
Peter, have you heard about the EpiPen files?
The emoji and a praying emoji. You're gonna have to be praying a lot, because my god, you are lying. You are lying and...
Wait, what does it say? No way the Peter Pan stalker put an Apple AirTag in the duck? No way. No way.
Crying emoji and a praying emoji. You're gonna have to be praying a lot, because my god, you are lying. You are lying in God's name. You're gonna have to send him a big fat letter.
Whoa! Where'd you get this?
I made it.
Guys, I can't make this up. You might have made... Who's posting this? is this, if it's not Peter, how would you know?
And then, oh my god, look, an Apple AirTag, that is crazy. It's just so weird how the top of the crochet isn't there anymore. The Apple AirTag is deceptive.
Yeah, people are just like, I think some people just like to hop on like drama. Regardless though, this is weird, but people love hopping on some hate and some drama just for the clicks. They probably made this and then just like, oh yeah, you can't make this up. But it's funny because like no one would actually know, and like except the Peter Pan who got it or the girl.
Different from the original one as well. It's the most obvious AI photo I've ever seen in my entire
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's AI now too.
Goddamn life. Oh, but don't worry, because Albert Einstein is actually in the comment section of this video, and they've confirmed in the most efficient way possible that it's a real photo. As you can see from this Google AI mode analysis here, there's some pretty irrefutable evidence that there is in fact an AirTag in the crochet, and that she was in fact using it to stalk Peter Pan wherever he went. It's hard to say definitively if this image was generated or modified by AI. However, analyzing the details of the image strongly indicates that the photo and physical object are completely real and not AI generated. Well, case closed, eh? I don't know about you people, but to me that seems like a wrap.
AI is weird, man. Why was Tony never afraid of the AirTag hidden?
Inside the dolls would be discovered. Hardly anyone realized she had devised 3 methods to ensure she could pinpoint Peter Pan within the 500-acre amusement park, even if the dolls were thrown away. First, she knew a single doll might get discarded sooner or later, so she brought a brand new handmade doll every time they met. The steady stream of handmade gifts gradually put the actor at ease, who always regarded them merely as kind gestures from an ordinary fan. Even if an old doll was tossed aside, a new one would be handed to the actor without pause, keeping the tracking ongoing non-stop. Second, Disney wrote...
Damn, okay. Obviously, this is a wild conspiracy that is 100% AI. Yeah, I was just about to say that, Flaming. Literally AI script video. I hate these videos, man. I hate what AI has done to social media. There's so many of these videos, dude. And we're actually going to talk about that later on the stream with the new YouTube rules too. But if she was to do this, you know how much money she would have to fork out on top of all that for all these AI tags that could potentially be thrown away. Yeah.
Rotates performers for the role of Peter Pan regularly. Over the span of 10 years, numerous actors have portrayed this character, each differing in build, facial expressions, and walking posture. Tony carefully photographed every performer's appearance and silhouette, memorizing their features thoroughly to tell them...
This is just conjecture. How the f do you even know this?
Yeah, dude. This is weird. Okay, don't get me wrong. What Tony did and is doing is strange, but it's also equally as strange that all these people are just trying to ride the wave of like clout and just make up whatever sort. Like, it's just so weird, man. And you know what's sad too? I feel like this whole wave of AI has created much more easy access to fake news. And so, and then like some random stranger who doesn't know the story is going to see that video and just believe it.
Last part, the AirTag, if that was like a thing that actually came out, it's like fair enough how you get it, but it's obviously AI, it's fake, it's not real, it's about as fake as this guy's voice. But this bit in the middle here is just completely made up shit. You're just making shit up about a woman online. A woman clearly has some kind of learning disability. I guess.
Well, we're watching this short because it to explain this whole thing of like why there's such like it's becoming so common. Like this fake news of just because all these AI channels that are running, they're just trying to get clicks, right? And it's only going to get worse with the new YouTube changes too.
So much for speculating that people are autistic. I don't give a I don't know if it's a hot take. Sometimes you don't need a diagnosis. Sometimes you don't need them to make a video sitting down talking about how they were diagnosed at whatever age or they figured it out at whatever age. Sometimes you can just tell. You know any.
That's true.
And why it's so important to acknowledge that people like Nova Online have autism. It changes the way that you have to treat them. Same thing goes with Fibs, by the way. Oh my god, the same thing goes with Fibs. And just to change the way that we need to interact with him. Anyway, let's finish this beautiful video, eh?
Accurately. Even if the park switched out the actor unexpectedly, she could spot her target from afar at a glance and never mix people up.
What is he, Hawkeye? What are you talking?
I was literally just about to say, is she Jason Bourne?
You're talking about her like she's part of the Avengers.
After each brief interaction, regular visitors would leave once they finished taking photos. Tony, however, lingered behind. She walked slowly following the performer the entire time, accompanying him through parade.
Wait, she gave one of them a labubu? That's crazy.
Position transfers and stops for subsequent meet and greets. In this way, she mapped out every single route Peter Pan traveled throughout the park.
I'm curious, does the husband, in all of this, does he not say anything? Or does he like just, I guess, support the, I don't know.
This guy is writing goddamn fan fiction about Tony meeting Peter Pan. This is the thing that confuses me as well. The videos that we have, the that can be confirmed, is bad enough, it's obsessive enough, it's creepy enough, it's worth talking about. You can talk about that all you want. Why do you need to make up? Can someone explain why she's tracking him? She's not, you're just a moron. She's weird for that. What the hell? You're a moron.
Yeah, a lot of these people, well, they don't see the whole story, so they just think that this whatever AI stupid video. Whenever I hear that AI generated voice, I instantly believe that this could be a BS story. Like, you know, because I don't know. I don't know what it is.
You know why? Because
yeah, what? Tell me. Yes.
Wait, hold up.
Yes. Either that or she literally just made it up.
you know why? You want to know why? Because
yeah, what? Tell me why. Tell me why. I would love to know why. I feel like I'm interacting with like a fan fiction video here, like an AO3 story that has 3 endings that I could pick from. Dora the Explorer, except if Dora was a dumbass.
Oh, she's waiting for Peter Pan after his shift.
Oh my god, no way. That's crazy. I can't believe she would ever do such a thing. I am just so...
I feel like at that point we would probably hear something about it.
Get into his car. Yeah, still stalker thing. So now he no longer has the security of the park. 2 weeks is definitely the perfect amount of time to get the mental help that you need.
Sorry, hang on.
Wait, how the do these people know? That's my thing. Is like, how would somebody know unless you're like close to the story?
I'm noticing something. There's not like a screenshot or a verifiable news source or like a report or anything really that you're showing to verify or back this information. Really? I couldn't help but notice that. Probably because there's none of it out there and you're just making either that or falling for misinformation like a dumbass because you are unable to think for yourself.
Yeah, that could be true.
Being incredibly...
She could have watched the AI video and then just believed that was the whole ordeal.
Also ends up being incredibly ableist, by the way. Just wait for that. We'll get to that in a second.
To stop being a stalker and a crazed fan. I mean, even though this is the same woman who even after Peter Pan tried to gently and still in character and nicely skip away, she chased him and backed him up against that corner. So yeah, I mean, this tactic is definitely... Every single part of his body was screaming, help me or me.
Yeah, but you could do honestly, you'd make a great Goofy. Disney needs to hire you to character act Goofy with that dumbass laugh you've got. It's incredibly annoying.
That's so up, but it's so funny. Yeah, these drama channels will, not talking about Danky, but like the TikTok type ones, man. They go.
And can you stop fake laughing and show how clever and like on top you are? You sound like a moron right now.
She's autistic. It doesn't matter because she's not.
Well, actually, it literally does matter because she is unable to realize how uncomfortable she's making the people around her. Like she fundamentally lacks the self-awareness or awareness of.
Yeah, and that's why it's important that the people around her has to teach. Like, you know, if she is autistic,
not on the spectrum to the point where she cannot be self-sufficient.
How do you know that? Again, do you like know this person? Do you have their medical documents? Do you like...
Yeah, I don't know. There's just a bunch of people who are probably feeding into the... I'm not going to even entertain that too much. Oh, wait, she makes more than just that video?
That has been found in like some sort of fake news source. This is just straight up her making up.
For Disney, hey, you guys are really looking more and more like money-hungry hippos, okay? Because even strippers, dancers, 304s, if you will, have better security, bodyguards. They will put you out. They will ban you if you try to follow around an individual in costume on the job, if you know what I'm saying. So you're looking real sick right now. And another reason is because you're just now, this month, I don't know if it was today, yesterday, the day before, banning this after 10 years and after...
Wait, they banned her? Is that true? Wait, what was her name again? Tony something? Did she get banned, actually? Hold up.
Numerous Peter Pan characters because it's hit the FYP.
No, they didn't even ban her.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, bro. That's how you know this. She has no idea what she's reading or talking about.
Arsehole, honestly. I regret the fact that you hit my FYP.
Yeah, AI-induced psychosis is literally legit. You guys know about the internet theory? My girlfriend told me about that, and that is, yeah, it's quite possible that it could happen one day.
Banned for business because she left the park to continue her stalking, and you're like, can't.
Okay, see, my thing is like, I agree with some of that. Like, Disney does care more about their bottom line, all that stuff, but she's just feeding into the fake news, man. Like, this girl doesn't know who the it is. We need the poo quit too. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she makes more fake news content.
In like solidarity with Peter Pan? Bro, do you know how embarrassed you have to be as Disney right now?
You know how embarrassed...
You know what? Wait, let me play this.
You have to be to just believe because Big Mama commented it on your page?
Yeah, it reminds me of playing like telephone. Like you hear a story and then you tell a story and then you just feed off of it. It's just poor journalism. And that's the difference between people who are commentarists on YouTube. I feel like you have, not all, but you have to be a little bit more of an actual journalist, because if you don't, you're going to get called out for your shit. Versus TikTok. TikTok's such fast form content that people who are watching it are just probably going to believe it. Even with YouTube Shorts. Oh my God, she does this whole, I'm not going to feed into that. Oh, we got this Back in the Closet podcast guy. again.
Honestly, I think we're done with everyone's favorite Wattpad writer. Just circle it back a little bit to this bloke here.
Joshua here. Needless to say, it has been a very long and a little bit overwhelming day. I just wanted to come on here and address some more serious things really quick about the situation at hand. The first thing is I want to make it very clear that myself and the brand of our podcast, we do not stand hate or bullying or anything like that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad he's saying this, by the way. What's happened here is he's made a very reasonable video to start off with, and then it's the exact same thing I did, and then the internet goes mental, starts bullying this poor woman in a very unreasonable fashion, starts making up about her like they always do, and then you have to sit down.
Yeah, that is the internet, though. Yeah, guys, this is a good time for me to say it. Don't bully anyone. Don't. I'm not encouraging anybody to, like, mess with anyone. We're just goofing at goofy things.
Someone who's comfortable.
So, and I have been made aware that Tony is dealing with quite a bit of hate on her page, and while I do understand that what's going on with all of the people that are obsessed with the Disney characters is a little strange to some people, it is a thing that happens, and we have no idea what those people are dealing with and what they're going through mentally, emotionally, what trauma they've been through, and things like that, and we are not here to sit and speculate. So I would appreciate it if we could be a little bit kinder to everybody, and especially in people's comment sections, and give a little...
I know that I just said that, and I literally just liked the comment of the husband, but, like, I couldn't help myself with that one, bro, because, like, genuinely, I'm just so curious what the husband's take is on this, bruh.
A little bit of grace. I also wanted to address something else because I think a lot of people missed it from the initial video that I had made, but I had a different stalker altogether. Tony was not my stalker.
Oh my, yeah, again,
Yeah, I did find that weird that he brought that up without saying anything earlier.
I can't believe that he's having to clarify this because people are so dumb. They're so dumb.
No, I'm gonna counter that. I'm gonna say because he didn't mention that, I feel like I could imagine some people thinking that he's talking about the same girl.
A person sent a picture or a video or something like that of me interacting with Tony at some point when I was at the parks.
That's gotta be
also gonna make it very clear, I was at Disney World. I was not at Disneyland. But I don't recall this moment, and I had thousands of interactions with guests all the time. But I want to make it very clear that Tony herself was not my stalker. I had a couple of people that were stalking all of the Peter Pans at Disney World, and we all kind of knew about who they were. We would notice them whenever they would come through our queue lines all the time.
God, I think this is like, it just shows you that there are some strange people with some strange obsessions. Oh, yeah, this is what I really want to see right now. The actor speaking out.
Give her a listen as well.
Let's talk Peter Pan Girl and what it's really like working as a Disneyland face character. I was good friends with the Evil Queen for about 8 years, working in Fantasyland. Similar to Peter Pan, I was also a roaming character. The characters that you see walking around, not really making lines, no set location. I've seen the videos. Honestly, it is not the first I have seen of this behavior. Peter Pan Girl was definitely not the first, and probably
just one of the first ones to go viral just because there was so much, granted she put it on her own social media, but it also gained traction as well.
Won't be the last. I feel like it just so happens to be going viral now, but this happens a lot more often than you think. Picture this. You are in costume, walking around.
Yeah, I mean, Peter Pan in particular, it seems as though there's been like this weird fandom for him and all the actors surrounding him for decades now, from the Tumblr days, right? It's only going viral. Well, I mean, it already did go viral on Tumblr and stuff. This is just TikTok's first experience.
See, I didn't even know about the Tumblr thing.
Who gets exposed for being like a bit too fond of him in the future.
Picture this. You are in costume, walking around, doing your job, making magic for everyone, ages young and old, because everyone can enjoy a character. You notice that you are being filmed, which is fine. You are allowed to film characters in Disneyland. Then you notice that this person or group of people is not only filming you for a quick 30-second interaction, they are filming you for the whole duration of the time you are out there. They are following you. Sometimes aren't even saying anything. They are just following you.
Bro, that's weird. Like, what compels you as a human being to stalk or like, it's just, there's got to be something wrong with your brain chemistry, especially someone who is in character as an actor, bro. It's even extra. I mean, it's weird regardless. I guess I find it more extra weird because you're in a kid park, like full of kids doing shit like this.
Strictly for the content. And then you go to your next set. They're there. And then the next one. And then you're at your last set of the day. And lo and behold, they have come to almost every set.
I had someone film me on the train once because I guess they must have recognized me or something, but they were so obvious about it that I couldn't believe what I was looking at. They were sat there.
I've never had a crazy experience. I hope I never do, knock on wood. If I ever do, I'll tell the chat. But I've never had, I guess, my virality of 15 years, 16,000 subscribers now has not garnered me something like that. But I can't even imagine what I would do in a situation like that. I've had a 3 interaction, two and a half. I'll count like half of interaction because I feel like they mistaken me for someone. But I've had 2 genuine interactions where somebody recognized me from my YouTube channel, both being girls and both being very kind and respectful about the way that they were just saying like, oh, I love the incel content. I was like, that's how I knew they actually were watching my stuff too, which is crazy.
Yeah, like trying to look around, oh, this is nice. And then they had their phone just like that. And it was just clearly on and like facing a certain direction. And they were clearly filming me. And they were like, oh.
I feel like if I was in that position, I'd be like, did you want a picture or something? Like, or like a video? Like if they're like obviously fake filming me, you know? I don't know. I find that really weird. The person that most recently interacted with me, it was actually this year. It was in Whole Foods. They just asked if I was Loon. And I was like, oh yeah. They're like, oh, I watch your incel stuff. I was like, oh, sick. Thanks.
Oh, there's a nice
perfectly normal
chair here and the little map of London. Oh, that's nice over there. And a little advert. Oh, there's a poem on that billboard there. It's nice. Where am I going? Charing Cross? Is that where I'm off to? Oh, nice.
That's so weird.
It's lovely. It's a little hot in here, isn't it? Like, oh my god. Anyway, what it's like to get stalked for hours on end at Disney. But it's not as though like that was weird for me. I can only imagine what it must be like to experience this kind of shit.
Almost every interaction. So when you're seeing these clips online, you are only a fraction of what actually happened. Since Peter and the Queen were characters that just roamed around outside, they usually did not get a host, which means the middleman, the person that could say things that they can't. There was none of that. I think Peter did an amazing job. We couldn't tell guests to leave. Peter would be a little snarky. Typical interactions are supposed to be around 90 seconds.
Thing is, Peter, it helps that Peter is like snarky and immature and rude to girls in the original source material though. Because it's like he is still being true to character, but also being like, can you f off now? I don't want you here no more.
Wanting to play along. And like I said, there is nothing wrong with filming. But when a character is trying to take a picture with a child, or a line starts forming because you have taken 5 minutes with a guest, and now the line that you have not formed, the guests have formed for themselves, they are all expecting that 5-minute interaction. And you've only got 5 minutes left of your set.
True. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about the fact that you could be queuing up a line and giving an expectation that you're going to give somebody this much attention each time. And you can't really say anything either.
You are facilitating everything. I'm not saying every guest that spent a little too long caused problems. Now, the obsession with specific characters and specific character performers, I could be here forever. Some of these guests are not coming weekly. They're coming daily.
That's crazy. Grown Disney adults coming daily to stalk a specific character. Bro, what the fudgety fudge, bro? That's so weird.
Sure, you can see where this can start to become a little stressful, especially working for a company where going viral online for a character video isn't always a good thing. There were many guests who I saw weekly who were very respectful, who truly loved the characters, who just wanted to go up there, tell a little story, get a picture, off on their merry way they went. I feel like there is a lot more to talk about here. There's a lot of good and there's a lot of weird. There is a way to adore your favorite character and keep it respectful.
Yeah, and yeah, this is a very reasonable video, and I really like that unlike a lot of the videos on this situation, she doesn't just bully to creator that we have covered this video, which is such a shame because she is the best one by far. So go show her some love.
Peter Pan Girl really put an air tag inside the gift she gave him. Did she actually get banned from Disneyland? Did Peter Pan get fired? All of this is completely made up. The air tag picture is an AI picture from an account that's pretending to be the Peter Pan in the video. The banning thing has actually no source at all. Someone just completely made that up. And
it's crazy what people will do for clickbait, virality, and like views. Social media, man. It's a weird world. As somebody who's in it as well.
Pan getting fired? Why would this get him fired? It's so crazy how quickly this kind of stuff spreads and how quickly you all believe it. This girl now has strangers all over the internet calling her a stalker when that's not what's happening here. And
yeah, I do feel bad. Don't get me wrong. It's still weird. It's weird what she's doing, and her constantly taking pictures. That's strange behavior. I don't think that it's garnered enough for her to like legitimately get like berated by people. I think that would be, if anything, you're going to address your attention towards people who deserve that. I'm not going to say who. Politicians and leaders, maybe, because they're the ones who can actually change things. But hey, I'm just a boy.
Already
YouTube.
accounts out here speaking for
On
this
Minecraft,
performer
I
when
meant.
he hasn't said anything at all. And you know how I know he hasn't said anything? Because he still works there, and you can't talk about this when you work as a Disneyland character. How do I know? I used to be one. This whole thing has gotten way too big. You guys are way too comfortable bullying people online that you don't know anything about. When news like this goes viral, a lot of creators will come on here and pretend that they're a part of it directly and make things up because it's going to get clicks.
Is there a term for that? Like the obsession or the constant need to be a part of everything? I wonder if that's, I mean, it is FOMO, but it's also, let's see. No, I guess there's not a FOMO sufferer. Yeah, yeah, Arch, you probably are the closest. Out of all of these definitions, that would be the most accurate to what we're talking about right now. So somebody who's just driven by missing out, being a part of something.
Saw a lot of videos of Peter Pan in the parks. And you know what's really funny? The videos of Peter Pan himself, the videos being taken by adults in the park, have all these comments underneath it that are talking about how cute Peter is, how fun that is. But if it's an adult in the video with Peter Pan and you can see both of them in the frame, that girl is so crazy, that person is so weird, Disney adults are so cringe.
No, it is it is different. The first like minute of this video is such tremendous fairness and facts that I salute this woman to high heavens. And I do understand the comparison she's making here. It is different though, because she lingers around way too long. Because a comment is a comment. You're not there. You're not.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was still weird. I'm not gonna take away from the fact that she was doing was weird.
Taking time out of someone's day. She lingers around too long. She's been there every week for 10 years. It is a different situation entirely. Now,
Anyways, that was the Peter Pan girl situation. That was my first time learning about that, man. What is your guys' thoughts on, you know, Disney adults, Peter Pan, and this whole freaking ordeal? If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know in the comment sections down below. If you are on stream, stay around because we are going to be doing a lot more today. This is only the first third of the stream. Thank you so much if you did tune into the YouTube VOD. If you're watching this there, make sure you hit the subscribe notification bell if you are new to the gang and join the community. Help your boy out towards 16,000 subscribers. I love you guys and catch you guys in the next one. Bye. All right, now for streamers, stick around. What was your guys' thoughts? What's your guys' thoughts on this whole ordeal of, what was her name? Baby Tony 99. That's her. Yeah, what's your guys' ordeal? I think I still don't understand. Haha, she's just crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Average Tumblr user back in the day. That's so true. Man, I still do think she has a severe fixation. Just can't understand the actors are not characters. Yeah.